what you mentioned about the change that happens as companies grow or get acquired is that they need to establish those norms. They're essentially establishing that middle that you talked about at the beginning,
Yeah.
that we call it the muddy middle or the messy middle of an organization, where when you grow from 20, 30, even 50 people, you might not need a middle yet. Your founders, your CEO, they can kind of charge the company and help to provide that purpose, meaning, mission for companies. But as you grow, you need to, as the ultimate leader of the company, right, invest in the leadership skills of that middle and help to
Yeah.
define the norms of how that middle operates. And so that's really, if there's a problem we're solving, it's to help those managers in the middle. And it's a hard thing.
It is a hard thing, but as you say, it's a very necessary thing, and it's something that many senior leaders don't think so much about, right? Because when they came in, they didn't have the issues that the managers in the middle have today, right? They were able to just deal with everyone in the organization. But as the organization gets bigger, and sometimes even just as it gets remote, there are just all these layers of complexity that get added, and the more complexity you have, the better it is to have tools to help you manage that.
I think you're spot on there. And I would even add, we talk about whether or not leadership is natural or learned. And I think so often we get into these silos where we think it's one or the other, when in fact it is both, right? We have our natural personalities that help, different personalities have different aspects of it that help them to lead teams. And then there are skills we learn that help us to lead teams. And often I would say, a very entrepreneurial startup founder may have natural skills that he or she relies on to run a team or to lead a team. And it can be frustrating when that middle, right, really needs to learn the skills and the different types of leadership styles, that you can have might be very different from your CEO or your startup founder, but it doesn't make them any less valuable. In fact, in many ways, you want to have that diversity of leadership style amongst your middle people.
Yeah, that definitely will help, A, reduce blind spots, right, when you have diversity, but B, it helps you attract a wider, diverse workforce. I believe most of us, those of us who are lucky enough to be on LinkedIn anyway, are able to self-select into environments, and everybody doesn't want to self-select into the same things.